Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Turnbuckle Studios and the Boar's Nest proudly bring to you a very special edition of the Wednesday PlayStation Showcase here on a Thursday night with your hosts and tag team partners. He's Chris Best. I'm OMD. Welcome to the Boar's Nest.
Yeah, and it's a very special edition of the Boar's Nest, as once again Bubba Duke isn't with us tonight. So we're doing another PlayStation Showcase, and it's a game that was released to the PS Plus, and I should say re-released actually to the PS Plus in the middle of August. And it's a game that had fans divided, as it were. And I'm talking about Watch Dogs 2. The entire Watch Dogs series actually has gamers divided on whether it was good or not. I'm on the side that it's a good game. So
right. I know some people who have played it. I've never played it. I've never watched any gameplay of it.
Mm-hmm.
So you've filled me in a little bit beforehand. I had heard, I believe from everything I remember is everybody was far bigger on the original, and this one is seeming to be a little more divided. But again, I don't know because I haven't seen or heard anything or really watched it.
It's actually the reverse. The big bird just flew by my apartment. It's actually the reverse. This one is actually more loved. The first one had fans extremely divided, and that was because when Sony released like the initial gameplay trailer for that game, the graphics for that game were a little bit heightened compared to what the final release looked like.
Right.
But at the same time, it was because they were using like a better device than what most people at home would have. So
right.
So right now we're looking here at the opening. This is so this game is about, it's basically Grand Theft Auto meets hackers, essentially.
Okay.
The point of this game is you're a part of a rebel group of hackers, and I just realized I have this muted.
Try to keep up.
So you're a part of a rebel group of hackers, and the goal is you're trying to take down this evil corporation that just has their hands in on like everything.
Okay.
So like to use an example for what I can hack, this camera right here, I can hack it, right? And it'll tell me where I can see my enemies, like this guy right here. Or this gentleman here. And it tells you everything you need to know about that enemy, like what they have for money, kind of weapons they have and all that.
Okay.
Oh, and also it also marks out your enemies, just like I want to say just like Uncharted. You could do that in Uncharted. At this with this game, I've got to do a little bit of sneaking around here and take this dude down. And I'm trying to get to that orange marker over there.
Right. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I got caught. So I can melee him with this yo-yo type weapon I have. Oh. And then all I got to do is just hide. That yellow thing there, well, you can see it says escaping. This is the opening mission of the game here, and it's...
Okay.
Actually, this mission's one of the easiest missions in the game.
Okay.
So the game is set in San Francisco as well. And something just popped up here. There's some money for myself.
Nice.
So this game is set in San Francisco, and I've played and beaten this game already.
Okay.
one of my favorite missions is you have to climb the Golden Gate Bridge to spray paint the whole thing.
Nice.
Which I'm pretty sure in real life, OMD, because I know you've talked about having a fear of heights, you wouldn't be doing that.
Nope. I have a dreadful fear of heights. I mean, there are movies that I can't watch because of height scenes. The first
So,
one, believe it or not, when it comes to that, the first movie that ever really triggered that was Sleepless in Seattle.
okay, that's so funny that you mention a Tom Hanks movie because I was watching Philadelphia today.
Yeah, no, it was Sleepless in Seattle. They were having dinner at the top of the Space Needle, and I was gripping the couch tight because I couldn't
Yeah.
take the height.
Okay, so you see where I'm pointing at, where my pointer's at, this locked door here?
Yes.
It's I got to go and hack this door, and this red mark here tells me where the terminal is that I need to go to. And these terminals get harder and harder. Of course, it's going to be easy in the first mission,
Right.
but finding these terminals gets harder and harder, and there's different ways you have to get to them.
So,
You're
for
wasting your
anybody
time.
last night who was wondering where I was actually out with the director of operations from Turnbuckle Studios and his lovely spouse at karaoke. No, I
Yeah.
wasn't up being a showman, but I was there to watch. And did she ever deliver on her performances? She
Yeah.
was amazing.
I saw the videos that she uploaded, and I've seen her sing
Already?
before already, so I know what she's like. She's fucking awesome.
Yes.
But what we just saw here in this storyline is this character that you're playing. His name is Marcus Holloway. He's actually on like an audition to join the rebel hacker group, and they gave him what they're calling one of the hardest tasks to do, but to him
Right.
it's simple as hell.
Who is he? It's Retro. The home domain awareness hacker? That Retro? Yes. We told you that already? Yeah, I never listened.
The way he responded there sounded like Bubba to me.
Right?
Yeah, I don't listen. Hold L1. Okay, so hold L1 to profile objects. That's your hacking button, essentially.
Okay.
So now, see, I got to find the key for this one.
Okay, so there's definitely some there's the
Like-
absolute stealth element to it.
Yeah, because if you're in a building like this and you're hacking, you might want to hide,
Right. So yeah, you have that stealth element.
Oh, Pepper.
Limited combat, or does the combat pick up over the course of the game?
It picks up over the course of the game. You there's a whole bunch of different weapons you get that'll help you out. Like for instance, right now you do get guns. You do get to use like the yo-yo weapon I just saw. There's even an RC vehicle that you can use as a weapon at some point.
Okay.
Okay. There's a point later on in the game where you meet up with a guy who's basically your gunsmith.
Right.
Okay, I'm that's not the right way.
Now, what I'm going to ask is, because you're saying you have to go and get the key card for that door and stuff, would that be similar to like a Resident Evil or old school Doom style game?
Where it's like a puzzle to get the key?
Yeah.
To a degree, yeah, because the hacking is like all your puzzle kind of stuff, right?
Right.
So like you have to like right now I've hacked this camera. I've got to look for the next camera to get to. Which, you know what? I might be wrong on this one, but yeah, usually you can hack them, but I forgot. This is another thing you should be doing too, is when you come across people, always look with your phone, hit the L1 to hack, and look with your phone to see what you can find off them.
Right.
Okay, I can't go backwards. I thought I could.
So, in other words, this is very much a grinding game that's going to take a lot of time.
No, not really, actually.
No?
No, it's very story driven.
Okay.
But I mean, if you do want to do some grinding, there are like a bunch of like side quests and things like that. Like you don't have to stick to the entire mission. I choose to do that because all the missions are fun.
Right. Now, as you just mentioned and alluded to with the side quests and that, now when you've beaten this game, have you just beaten the main story in the campaign, or did you do any or all of the side quests?
I did all the side quests too because I had so much fun with it.
Okay.
I had to. I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to be finding like another area that I can. Maybe I'm missing something out here. Maybe there's something I'm supposed to crawl through. Okay, that's not working. Where is it? This is embarrassing that I can't remember this part.
That's okay. I do this quite often in games. In fact, in the new game that I've been playing, and a little bit with Bubba as well, which we will debut hopefully right here on the Boar's Nest next week, depending on his schedule. I'm going to be searching a desert for stuff. So you can imagine what that's like.
Yeah, because if anything, I'm not really fond of desert levels in most games. But you just reminded me of something because we're talking about our upcoming shows with video gaming. I mentioned to you prior to the show about the PS Plus games coming, and I mentioned MLB 24 the show arriving.
You did.
One of the things that you and I can do is you and I can play one another. Because I had Chris Parrish looked into it for me last night, and he said it's completely cross-platform, which means I'd be able to play you on your Xbox Series S.
Nice.
Oh, wait a second. I forgot about this part. So you push R3, and it kind of shows you hidden spots to hack. I completely forgot about that. Now I know where the key is.
Nice.
And now I have the key.
Very nice.
It doesn't hold your hand when you do that though, because you still have to figure out some later on in the game you still have to figure out puzzles and how to reach there.
Right.
And these little lightning things that I keep taking off of the guards here, it actually helps charge your phone, because eventually your hacking is going to does cost you like how much charge is on your phone.
Right.
So it's key. Like, again, now that I'm thinking more about it, there is a bit of a grinding to it.
what's his deal?
And that's just leveling up like your phone, your weapons, and all that kind of thing, you know?
His deal
Right.
is he's been hanging around the DeadSec IRC and he's got crack. Figured we'd give him a test drive.
On the hardest difficulty. Nobody's been able to delete their CTOS profile before.
I want to see if he's smart, stubborn, or both.
Now, here's one of the cool things. One of that last male that just spoke,
Right.
he's autistic.
Okay.
So there's actually some representation for those who are mentally challenged in the game, in gaming, and I think that's fucking awesome.
That's fantastic. I
Yeah.
love it.
There's also another cool way that you can attack people. I'm pretty sure it's going to come up later on in this episode, but you can use the environment around you. Like you can hack the environment around you to take out your enemies.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, he barely saw me. That's a good thing. All right, so now we're going to hack this.
He's done this before.
CTOS tagged him as the prime suspect in a high-tech burglary, so
He's done time.
community service. Not enough evidence, just the word of CTOS's predictive algorithms. Once in the system,
Always in the system. Shit! Operative down over here!
Oh shit! They found me, or they
Holy
found
shit.
one of the bodies I took down.
Won't have much time before
Right.
backups kick in.
So do you have to like if there is that opportunity, like do you drag the bodies into the shadows or just
No, you got to leave them there, and
okay?
basically hope for the best. Essentially, climb inside the server tower. Oh yeah. It's upstairs. I keep forgetting to look in that upper left corner because that's where it tells you everything you need to do.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna go up. Nope. The only thing that really throws me off is like in this game, typically like the X button is your action button
Right.
on PlayStation, but in this case, it's the R2 button, so it's a little throws me off a little bit, but it doesn't take much to get used to that. So I got to climb up into here and exit out this vent.
He's going in the hot eye.
It's at least 120 degrees in there.
Oh God.
Give the man props. He's going to mine.
Okay, yeah, you don't escape through that way, but
He's in the system.
Nobody's gotten that far. This is like the secret cow level.
a nice throwback to World of Warcraft.
I was gonna say, did I just hear secret cow level?
Yeah. For those longtime Warcraft fans, there was that rumored cow level. I believe it was Warcraft.
Yeah, again, another game that I've never played. I know it's a PC game.
Yeah, I've never really played it either, but that's a rumor I've heard from players. I thought I opened that door. Okay, so this. Okay. This is a whole room that I've got to hack, and this is the puzzle stuff I was talking to you about.
Right.
So you see these things here. I got to look
Yep.
for them and flip them around. This is actually easy, but they get friggin' stupid hard later on.
Right.
Like there's one level where I have to I have to hack an entire mausoleum, and it is insane because it's multiple rooms you have to go in. There's like 8 or 9 rooms you have to go in to get the hack perfect.
Wow.
What the fuck? Why's my threat so high?
Well, as you know, I am watching TNA Impact right now.
What's Joe Hendry
And-
doing?
Well, he is coming out to the ring to get ready to compete in what looks to be a tag team match, but I'm not sure. And I don't know who his partner is, but then they are showing clips from Tuesday night.
Okay, that's actually cool that they're helping to promote NXT No Mercy. And here's our promotion for NXT No Mercy. You can tune in. It's 7 p.m. Eastern, right, for that show on Sunday?
I believe so.
Okay, well, Sunday evening, you can tune in, catch ourselves doing the PLE Patrol. Speaking of the PLE Patrol, Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m., I was working on the intro just before we did the show for Bash in Berlin.
Very nice. And yes, as Chris alluded to, wow, I was really drawing a blank there and almost stumbled over your name. I apologize.
I stumbled over my name earlier too, so.
It's just so hard and so uncommon, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
That yes, we will be doing a PLE patrol this Sunday night. I will be unavailable Saturday afternoon for the Bash in Berlin, but you can bet your bottom dollar I will be there for No Mercy.
Yeah. So what I'm doing right now is I'm basically wiping my name from like police records
Okay.
while gathering information needed.
So I can get back inside later. Sorry, Blume. We've got unfinished business.
Blume is the name of the evil corporation that we're trying to take down.
He's heading out.
Yeah.
Bag him.
There's even a point in the game, by the way, where you have to go to the Google headquarters and do things.
Nice.
And it's not the actual, like, they don't call it Google in the game because copyright reasons, but it is the Google headquarters, the actual headquarters in San Francisco.
Nice.
Okay, so this is where, remember I was talking about how you can hack the environment around you?
Yep.
I can do that right here. So I've hacked this, and now I'm causing a distraction for this guard, and I've knocked him out. Because I set up a force field that knocks out the guy right away.
Okay. So it appears as though it's a one-on-one match for Joe.
Who's he taking on?
He is taking on one Brian Myers, FKA Kurt Hawkins.
I forgot he was actually employed by TNA.
Yes. He is the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers.
I'm not going to lie, I kind of like that name. Are they, where is he?
We don't go easy on. Clear, gonna move on.
I'm not sure where these guys are, but I can see them on my map. They're the little wee the smaller blue dots.
Okay.
I love the map in this game, by the way. It's so, it's simplified and easy to understand.
Right.
I'm hoping that I can get to show you the driving mechanics. And oh, hi.
This guy should. Ah!
Yeah, they called reinforcements because they heard me. So now
Right.
it's I don't even. Am I going the right way? I hope I am. Oh, I managed to get away. Well, I'm back at where I was before. Okay, I can't get out that way. But if I stay here, I should be fine. Uh-oh. Take that guy out right away because he would have caught me.
Yep.
The stealth is actually like... Sorry?
But you didn't scan him.
Oh, right. I better go back and... Because again, that's... it. You don't necessarily have to do that for every enemy. Like this guy only has a charge and my phone's fully charged anyways. But
Right.
it's always a good idea to do it anyway, regardless. Especially if you need money or anything like that. Oh, there's
Right.
the exit right down here. In the first game, the first mission that you play, I believe it's Soldier Field you have to hack.
Interesting.
Because the first game takes place in Chicago.
Okay.
Hold it right there. Where the fuck I'm gonna go? Fuck you, Blume.
Now here's one of my favorite characters, a guy by the name of
In
Zero.
2013, Chicago realized the promise of smart cities with CTOS, a citywide operating system merging big data with surveillance, security, and transit programs. With a few hundred lines of code, hackers were able to hijack its central servers and cripple the entire grid. Many believed the attack would be a killing blow for smart city development. They were wrong. Coordinated from the heart of Silicon Valley, CTOS 2.0 has been implemented across the United States, ushering in the Internet of Things. 6.4 billion connected devices now serve as collection points, mapping and recording our daily routines, making a more secure and more invasive system. But who else is listening? Big Brother no longer works alone. Thousands of little brothers monitor and aggregate your every move, building a complete digital profile of you to be bought, sold, or stolen in an instant. Toys study your children, reporting their play habits back to marketers. Appliances, consoles, and home security systems give corporations a window into your private life. Control of your vehicle and mobile device can now be breached remotely.
This almost sounds, listening to this, like a precursor to Terminator and Skynet.
The risk, but your digital shadow is
I picked the perfect day to play this game, didn't I?
Companies use algorithms
You did.
to monitor your life habits and limit or deny coverage. Health providers determine if your cancer is worth treating. Search results and news feeds are skewed to bias mood and influence your vote, engineering social uprisings on a massive scale. You are now less valuable than the data you produce. This is the new reality. Going dark is no longer an option. With threats to personal freedom rising, many are stepping forward. Whistleblowers, activists, and hackers have drawn their battle lines, putting the establishment on watch. But are they threats themselves, or have they become freedom's last line of defense?
So yeah, the reason why I said I picked today as a perfect day, for those of you that don't know, in the Terminator universe, today is Judgment Day. Or today was Judgment Day back in 1997.
Welcome to DeadSec. I'm Satara. This sweetheart is Josh, aka Hot Sauce.
Yo, your hot sauce? Yo, man, I loved your frat house hat. Real talk.
Thanks.
That's the gentleman with
Frank,
autism.
and this Casanova is Horatio.
What's up, brother? What's up, man? That's the crew, huh? Took y'all long enough to come get me. Shit. You saw Blume's bullshit. CTOS isn't just regulating infrastructure. The amount of personal data that thing is collecting is fucking mind-blowing.
Yeah. It's Big Brother and Little Brother all rolled up into one.
Huh? Sees everything you do and tells on you.
Thank you, Josh.
So what's the fix?
Sledgehammers and fire. No, sledgehammers on fire.
All of that data in one place means they can reject your fucking application before you click on it.
Congratulations, you have been pre-rejected for our credit card.
Or your house, or your insurance.
That's not even the worst case scenario. All that data in the hands of the government, they'll arrest you for shit before you even do it.
Yeah, I've been there. Now I fucking know why. Man, fuck it! Fuck it, man. We're hackers. We out there. I say we tear down the fucking wall. Hey, show everyone what Blume's up to, man. Show the world that their personal data is being used to rob them of their fucking freedoms. Fuck. I installed a back door, so all we gotta do is walk right through.
Satara, the female there, she kind of makes me think of Bailey if Bailey was a hacker.
Right.
What?
He installed the back door, so all we have to do is walk through.
Bingo.
Hey, man. You got the time?
Hell yeah, man.
I got it.
Kind of late for a night run, isn't it? Hey, what are you running from the cops?
Maybe I am one.
Hey, you look familiar.
Have a good party.
Spoiler alert, that dude's the main villain.
Fuck you, Blume.
Okay.
Go have a goddamn good time.
I'm not going to say how you've discovered he's the main villain because he just looks like a passing character
Right.
at this point. But you do find out later on that he's one of the main villains.
Right.
Hello? Whose phone is this?
It's your new phone.
Where's my phone?
In the ocean, where you threw it, I think. I don't remember. I was pretty smashed. Look, meet us at the hackerspace.
Where?
Check your pics and figure it out.
Okay, come on. Yo, whose place am I in?
And just wakes up in some random fucking person's house.
Right.
I'm glad I've never ever gotten that wasted.
In the immortal words of the song from Blackstone Cherry, if you wake up in the morning in somebody else's room, blame it on the boom boom.
Okay, I am wearing some really stupid looking clothes right now.
I guess I was lit, huh?
Like Mardi Gras. Go get yourself something to wear, and I'll tell you where to go next. Oh, and you'll need your phone ready for operations. So hit the store and download your apps before you get here.
Damn, walk of shame on my first day.
Okay, so options. This is your phone, You're going to be going in here a lot to look for things.
Okay.
Go to the app shop, basically Google Play, and oh yeah, they call Google Noodle in this game, by the way.
Okay.
So I'm looking for Noodle Maps, which is Google Maps. It actually looks kind of like Google Maps when you look at the interface.
Yes, it does.
I use Google Maps on a really frequent basis, so. And this is the map. The map is just, like I said, it's friggin' awesome. I love it. Supposed to look for a clothing store, though. Okay, so there's the clothing store. It is... Oh god, that's almost a mile away. I am not walking that. I am going to fast travel there. Because walking a mile would take for friggin' ever.
Right. And we've only got 20 minutes left to the show.
Yep, so I'm going to get in there, get some clothes, and then I'm going to showcase the driving side of things. Okay. Start off with bottoms and just plain pair of jeans. Tops. There we go. I'll go with that.
Nice.
And change out my shoes. Oh yeah, I bought these shoes last time and I kind of liked them. So the last time I played this game.
Right.
Okay, that's the only pair of glasses. So nah. Okay, we're good to go on that.
All right, Satara. So where you at?
Sending you the location and the passcode for the door.
So I want to see, go back to the app shop. There's a, yeah. So there's an app here called Car on Demand where you don't have to steal cars. You just request a car and they send you one.
Okay.
I want to see, I should have, there we go. This car right here. You throughout the game, you can unlock cars to request.
Okay.
Where in the heck did the car I request go? Okay, you know what? I don't know where the car went, so we are gonna take a vehicle.
What?
Oh, I forgot how good the driving mechanic is in this game.
Right.
And then set up my waypoint.
Yep.
And we're going for a drive. No, the driving mechanics are so smooth in this game. I friggin' love it. It's extremely responsive.
Right.
And that was one of the complaints about the first game. Cars were a little bit, as I took out a traffic light, cars were a little bit slow on the start when you would steal a car in the first game. And as you can see, we are driving what is almost a 1-to-1 like aspect ratio of San Francisco. And it's not just actually San Francisco, it's the entire Bay Area. So like it's San Francisco, Oakland. There's a few other cities in there too.
Right.
And it's actually really cool. I love it. I hope that when I switch over to PS5 that I'll still be able to access this game on the PS Plus.
Right.
I don't see why I wouldn't be able to, but oh yeah, and the crashes, they you feel the crashes on your controller if you crash into a vehicle like I just did.
That I would imagine that's pretty standard. It would be the same thing over on the Xbox.
Yeah. We're about to cross the Golden Gate Bridge.
We are. I am keeping my eyes up and forward.
Is that how you drive across the bridge to
Yep.
go to Michigan?
Yep. If I have passengers, I ask them for quiet, and I have the radio on, but I ask passengers for quiet.
Oh, I'm okay. So if you and I ever take a trip across the river, you'll love me then, because I am quiet, but I go quiet in awe of crossing the bridge. You know what I mean?
Yep. It was the same thing. Like when I did my trip to Upheaval, the guys were like, "Dude, look to the left, look to the right." Nope, I'm good. I'm not even driving, and my eyes are up and forward.
Yeah. However, the one bridge I'm terrified of crossing is the Mackinac Bridge.
Yep.
I crossed that in a military truck with a loose friggin' door beside me. It was not fun.
I had a certain bonehead who shall not be named decide to play Guess Who with me one night at 3 a.m. driving across the Mackinac.
Oh, that's just fucking stupid.
I should have made him get out and walk.
Is that who we've been referring to as he who shall not be named?
That is exactly who it is.
Yeah. Hate that guy. I'm betting at this point, though, if he were to find our show, he would know that we're talking about him.
Oh, well, we're not mentioning his name and we're not actually doing anything wrong. We are just speaking facts.
Yep. There's just something to me that I love about just riding around in a car in a big city. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Like even the other day when you and I, when we drove all around town just looking for a USB cord, I liked that, just riding around like that. Although I'm pretty sure you didn't because you had to spend money, so.
I had to find the cord.
Yeah. Okay, so the secret hacker spot is in here at this, what looks like pretty much vintage games and junk, where the card area of that building.
Right.
See, you go in, I think it's, yeah, going through here. Open. I've been meaning to actually, I might take a trip to that place tomorrow, actually. I want to see if they got a certain book I'm looking for that isn't sold anywhere else.
Okay.
I've been looking for video game strategy guides, and I'm looking for one for Final Fantasy VIII, and I got to assume that they would have they might have a copy of it there.
Right.
Oh, finally. So Josh and I spoke, and fucking over Blume has been a long-standing project.
All right, you need two things to take down Blume. You need to get people to rally behind your cause and separate you from the trolls.
And we need bots, and a lot of them to handle the data C2S is processing.
Josh.
We spent all night modifying our app so you can get followers to download the app and you can use their processing power for the cause.
This is happening. It's really happening.
Yeah, man, this is happening. You better
Oh
get-
yeah, that's the other thing too. They're mentioning followers and stuff like that, which is
Right.
what we need. Like and subscribe to our channels, guys.
High profile ops.
But they're mentioning followers, and
Download our app.
doing that getting the followers raises your character's rep, which unlocks more areas for you to explore in the Bay Area.
Markets! Check you out. Alive and dry. I wasn't sure after your moonlight swim. You've got to check this out.
All right, what have you got for me, Zero?
Behold, our very own open source research app. So, like, all of us here pool vulnerabilities that we find, and we encourage everyone to share their work, their research, etc.
Okay, so what's the research app do?
Widen our skill set, make us irresistible to the gender of our choice.
What? So it's like a I know kung fu kind of deal?
If kung fu was a gender and not so 1999, absolutely.
Matrix reference.
Okay.
The scene where Keanu Reeves just suddenly comes back out of the Matrix and he's like, I know kung fu, just out of nowhere. So this is your research wheel. This is how you upgrade
Okay,
your
it's
stats.
Similar to a skill tree.
Yeah. So one of the things I'm trying to figure out where I like to start. I usually like to start on city disruption, which yeah, I'm gonna start on that one, and then I got 3 more points. So I like to make it all even. So I'll start with vehicle hacking at 1 here. And then I already got the city one. So I like going from like that one. I'll do the first one. Then that social engineering, I'll do the first one. I go around in circles to get everything evened out, right? It just, to me, it's so much easier when you're trying to level up your character.
Behold, the wonders of technology.
A 3D printer?
This is the army of printers. It is capable of pumping out an arsenal of...
Oh yeah, this guy is basically your gunsmith too.
Yep. Once you master it, voila! Hipster merchant of death.
All good, except I'm no hipster.
You keep telling yourself that. Now try to make something. But don't close up.
All right, so I'm going to be making my first weapon, which is a stun gun. Okay, so I've got the gun printed up, which actually wasn't a stun gun, it's an actual gun.
Right.
And I'm going to be getting the RC weapon printed up right now. This little baby is a fucking one of the most useful tools you'll have in the game.
Right.
Because it'll help you get into smaller areas that you can't get, because it also helps you to hack things as well.
Okay.
The next useful vehicle you get, or RC unit, is basically a drone, but they call it a quadcopter in this game.
Okay.
And that allows you to get into like places that are locked, but you can get to maybe the roof to hack with it or something like that.
Right.
And now talk to
Okay,
this
so
guy.
you are missing like a fantastic episode
Good to be
of
here, man.
Impact
Are you
tonight.
all hackers? Yeah, kind of.
Coming
Paying
up
some
next,
by
we are
my
getting
by
Eric
the-
Young versus
We all have
Hammerstone.
our specialties, like Josh over there. Always
I
building
want Eric
shit.
Young and Hammerstone in WWE so bad.
Then we get the final face-off before the TNA pay-per-view emergence because Josh Alexander and Nick Nemeth will be competing in a 60-minute Iron Man match
Yeah.
for the title.
Your superpower.
Now, I know you will not care for the main event because it is for the Knockouts Championship, but it is a match by elegance.
Dirty hacking motherfuckers.
Whoever's taking her on, I hope beats her up.
It's Jordan Grace versus Ash by Elegance for the Knockouts Championship.
Jordan Grace is taking that one. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. So here's the other thing. This is one of the biggest challenges in this game. You're constantly online in the game. So other players who play this game can come in and disrupt your game a little bit.
Okay.
It's not hard to get back at them. At least for me, it isn't hard to get back at any player who tries that.
Right.
It's something, right?
So right now I'm just gathering stories, gathering missions.
But now it's our follower
Okay.
wall.
So it knows if we're trendy?
No. It's based on hard values.
So are these your like main story quest missions, or are these like the side quests?
These are your main story missions. So I'm setting up like my multiple branches of stories. They all tie together for one story.
Ready? Open it up, click the suggested op, and hit the park outside so we can test it.
Sounds good.
One more thing. I put a reminder on your phone so you remember what we're gunning for. Get enough processing power to take down Blume.
Okay, so now that I've got them all, I go into my phone. The DeadSec app is what tells you your missions that you can do. So I've got 2 missions on the go I can do right now, and they tell you which ones what's your main stories and which ones are your side quests, so that you know like which track you're on. You know.
Okay.
So like this one here, walk in the park. I'm gonna do this one because I think this is the one that's just across the street.
Okay.
Yeah. So then you hit the track. When you hit tracking mission, it automatically adds it to your map here.
Right. So, and I know a lot of games and most games that have a HUD or a map in the corner and you set your waypoint, they'll do that.
Mhm. Which is nice, actually.
It is.
Art and a brand new fashion line, including t-shirts, caps, and bling. Very exciting stuff.
Yeah, sometimes you'll get some breaking news things, but from what I remember, those breaking news stories don't really mean a lot.
Right.
Unless it's something you did.
Okay.
Okay, I can't do anything with these people in here. Yeah, I already know that part. It's just a tutorial talking about mission and progression. And look, I was right.
Downloaded and I'm in the park. What am I testing?
Start profiling things around you. People, devices. See what you can pull from them. That's what helps us figure out our next ops. And running ops that are important to people is how we get them interested in DeadSec. The more followers download our app, the more intel we get. It's the circle of life.
Oh, and see if you can find some components to help us with our research. It's the merchant.
App is your data mining tool.
Okay, I got this. So what now?
Up to you, man. You're free to do whatever catches your eye. We post ops to the DeadSec app, and doing them helps us get followers. And followers are our Skrilla. Followers
Yeah, so
which boosts our processing power, which lets us do bigger and badder ops.
yeah, so all I had to do here was hack people. Like you can even hack like text messages to people and uncover some really weird things sometimes. Like I just knocked out that person with by hacking their phone.
Interesting.
So now using this here, I can look for a side quest, right? Which is right here in this park, actually. That's this orange dude over here.
Okay.
But be warned, like if you were to do this, it does take up your it does drain your phone on it. Battery, obviously.
Okay.
What's this about Bobo Dates?
You know Bobo's working on a new album, right?
Yeah, I heard.
Well, you won't get to hear it? Motherfucker Gene Carcani just put millions on the table to keep it all to himself.
What does a big pharma CEO want with a rap album?
Dude has a huge Bobo collection. And he probably wants to hang that shit on his wall like a damn trophy. Just rubbing his money in our faces, bruh.
Do you know if Bobo took the deal?
He hasn't announced anything yet, but he will. It's a lot of cash.
And maybe there's still time for an intervention.
Time for what?
I assume you guys have heard of Gene Carcani?
He's the shit sap who's on TV laughing about how he's raising the price of leukemia medicine.
You know, the most hated man in America.
Guy's a huge Bobo Dakes fan. Must have read Bobo's in town recording new tracks because he's offering millions to keep the album to himself.
So stupid. Bobo will never go for it.
The real one won't. So we're gonna do it for him. I'm gonna visit Bobo and see if I can borrow some of his new tracks as proof that we're legit.
How do we contact Carcani?
I need you guys to run through interviews, podcasts, whatever. Find me some usable lines. We're gonna make a soundboard.
Loves it.
Okay, so we've actually reached the 1 hour mark.
We have
But,
reached our point.
I think I've actually showcased everything about this game that I can right now because, as I
That
said,
is-
there's still a lot of deep stuff to do with this game.
Right, and this is fantastic. Like, thank you, because I didn't. This is not something I ever probably would have looked at to play, but now I'm intrigued.
It's so good, man. It's so good.
It has piqued my interest, so I am interested, and I'm not going to make any guarantees. I may look into trying it out.
We'll see if it's on your Xbox service there, first of all.
Of course.
Because so that's how I purchase games these days, is I look to see if it's on PS Plus, and if it's on PS Plus, usually it's going to be there for a few months. But if it's a game that I really enjoy...
Guys, the Cyber Driver trailer just dropped.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
sweet. Hey, don't watch it without me.
That's another storyline that's coming up. I'm going to mute that right now. But no, as I was saying, sometimes what I'll do is I'll go into the trials section on my PS Plus, and if I see a game that's interesting to me, I'll give it a shot and I'll see if I like it. Matter of fact, I'm going to probably be sometime this weekend or next week. I'm going to be trying Dying Light 2 because it's available to play as a trial.
Nice.
And that's how I played MLB 24, which again, 9/11, we're going to be playing that game.
Yes, we will be.
But on that note, I'm going to flash up that little commercial that we have so we can showcase everything that's going on at Turnbuckle Studios.
Absolutely.
All right. And OMD, how about those socials there?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to find me, you can find me on the Book of Faces, Daniel Hrycyk, Hrycyk. On Snapchat, One Man Dynamic, capitals on O, M, and D. On Twitch at OMD17 and Discord OMD6370. As well, for the followers of the Boar's Nest, I will hit us with those links as well. And you can get us at youtube.com/@BubbaOMD and on Twitch at the Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke.
All right. And where you guys can find me, you can find me at youtube.com at CBRS Entertainment, twitch.tv CBRS_entertainment, threads.net at CBestFilms83, facebook.com Chris.best83, tiktok.com CBRS.entertainment. And what are those words you usually go out with when you're doing the Boar's Nest?
In the immortal words of our Director of Operations, Carl Carafel, ladies and gentlemen, the world is a scary place. Take care of each other. From all of us here at the Boar's Nest, to those of you out there, wherever you are, good night, good luck, we out.